Welcome to The People's View, a program dedicated to discussing local, state, and national issues and their effect on the American people. The People's View provides a platform for state representatives and national figures to present their viewpoint. Whether it's social, economic, or financial topics, you'll hear it on The People's View.
Welcome back to The People's View, and now we have another candidate for representative in Ward 8, Bill Joransen. Bill, how do you do, and why did you decide to run in that ward?
Well, over the past 10 or 12 years, I've been actively involved in supporting candidates from the presidential, congressmen to local, including state rep candidates, from waving signs to going door to door, and amongst those kinds of things. And when it appeared through redistricting that there was going to be a seat available, that didn't appear that anyone was going to be running from the Republican ticket, I decided that I was going to jump in and run my own campaign and try and deliver something at the State House and help New Hampshire.
Well, what's your background? What makes you qualified to be a rep?
Well, first of all, I've lived in New Hampshire and Nashua for the past 27 years, so I'm a resident that's lived here for a while. And I have served in a number of different positions, beginning in the Navy. I served 12 years in active duty, and with that reserve service, I was promoted to captain. I'm now a retired Navy captain, Vietnam veteran. Through my years in the service, both in reserve status and active, spent some time in Washington, so I got a good feel for leadership positions in government settings. I have been actively involved in community activities, and currently I'm serving in Congressman Bass's Military Advisory Board to stay in touch with what's going on with military activities. And in the business world, I've been in executive positions. I moved up here to take over a division of a defense contractor at that time. I also worked in a corporate level, and then was also a small businessman in New Hampshire, where I got a good feel for what the climate is here and some of the government programs that
and you'll know some of the problems then, huh?
That's correct.
There's a few things that have to be solved. We do want to make this state more business friendly.
Absolutely, yes.
And have you thought about what kind of committee you want to be on? Or, I mean, there's a number of committees that are affected by the business.
Well, that really goes across the board. Obviously, I have an interest in the veterans area. However, I think I would like to expand my horizon and go beyond that, and maybe get in the area of the resources natural resources and things, which would be just a little outside the box. But I really haven't focused too much on.
Well, if you're elected, you'll have a whole month to think about it.
Yes, but clearly, I'm interested in seeing what I can contribute to help.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what we're looking for. As you know, we brought in a whole bunch of new people from Nashua last election, and we're looking to, not all of them want to come back because of their own job requirements and stuff, but I think somebody with your background will make a good person to replace one of those. You know, we had 10 people in that big ward. It was a big ward. Now it's separate wards. So.
Well, I plan to, and I'm committed to do what I can to contribute.
What do you think's the biggest problem that you'd like to go after up there in Concord?
Well, I don't have a really favorite, but when I look at the overall structure, and you hear a lot of different proposals, in the area of business, I really believe the tax situation right now, something can be done about it, particularly an example is the business enterprise tax, which I think is the one tax that really can inhibit growth, whereby we're right off the top taking money from small businesses that are trying to start. And as you know, small businesses sometimes have good years and bad years as they get going. And of course, we still want to tax them even if they have a losing year. So, of course, that tax is directed at what people make and in terms of compensation. So that's not a tax that that is, I think, business friendly and does not encourage business growth. So that's one area that I think we need to spend more time on to find other ways to pay the bills for those bills that need to be paid.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What about the education area? Have you thought anything about that?
Well, quite a bit. First of all, as you know, much of our education is paid for at the local level in terms of through high school. And for the state, I believe the state needs to get engaged through the budget process a little closer, and the citizens run the policies that control the funding more than the courts and things. So I certainly support those efforts.
We almost changed that court ruling last time, and hopefully if we get a Republican governor in, we'll be able to correct that situation. I think most of us want local control, but they want some state support when there's an extra need. You know, I mean, some of the things that are extra needs are, you know, the disadvantaged children and the things that are happening with special education.
Right. Yeah, another area of education, though, of course, as the legislature made some budget decisions relative to the university system. I think we need to retrench and figure out a way to better work with the university structure. Right now, it's two-sided, and I think too much is being thrown over the fence from the university system right now, and we need to solve that.
Now, I don't know if it really came out last session, but the community college people have been doing a much better job, I think, at working with the legislators and getting the support they need compared to the university system. And I think we have to work that out and see. The university system has to realize, you know, we're looking for something you can measure as far as success is concerned, and you know, not just existing because you're education.
Right.
I mean, everybody, you're limited in your funding, so you have to show that whatever you get is going to be used.
It's got to be effective
properly. You know,
it's got to be effective.
So if people want to get a hold of you, how do they contact you?
Well, first of all, website, votebill.joransen, JORANSEN.com. My email address is bill.joransen@gmail.com. And my home phone number is 603-888-9568. And
that should do one of those to get you. And
willing to talk to
any help, talk about what to do, and perhaps even get a donation to help support your effort. How do you like campaigning?
Well, I think it's really been fun, and what I have found that many people are really open when you go door to door, when they realize you're not selling something, they really appreciate candidates coming and introducing themselves. And I've gotten I was surprised that I got very little pushback, and it's been really it's
a welcome thing, and I agree that people have to get to know you. I wish there was a better way. Hopefully a program like this will help people get to know all the candidates, and this will be available for you to show to anybody you want in your district.
Right. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for coming tonight, and thank you for listening in. This is another episode of The People's View, and sponsored by the Nashua Republican City Committee. Go to NashuaGOP.org to see about our programs, our meetings every second Thursday of every month. Thank you for listening in.